Thank you, gentlemen. Before we get on with the race day t-shirt unveiling ceremony, I request all of you to look at the projector for a short video which gives us a perspective of the magnanimity of Ironman 70.3 Goa.
The government of Goa will fully support for you for this event. There's a very good event in 27 countries you are participating with us, sir. And altogether the 1000 Ironman in the state in the माझ्या बरोबर रिलेटिव्स होता आणि हाका लागून it is worldwide we are known for the organization of the Ironman activity. Definitely it will give the boost for the not only the economy, for the tourism and everything. It will give the boost for the our state.
Thank you so much, Team Yoska, for putting that wonderful video together. I actually remember being there. For the first edition in 2019, and what an experience it was. Just to watch human spirit that showed all of us that nothing is impossible. And quite frankly, I would like to call on to share his thoughts of making things possible. Deepak Raj, please take us through the initiatives taken this year and also tell us about the Iron Kits, which you're launching for the very first time in India, which will be held on Saturday, where children under the age of 16 will be provided with a platform to test their endurance. Deepak, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for all the media members and everybody out here. Thanks, Jeff and the team for not only coming here but all the support that you provided us. Thank you, Uday, and the entire team of Herbalife Nutrition who have come on board as partners for us. And mainly the city of Goa. Thank you very much for hosting us here. As you saw in the video earlier, compared to then and now, we have actually grown by about 30 to 40%. So what we saw in our first edition was close to 1,000 people, but we have 1,450 people registered. And this would not have been possible without the support from the state of Goa, Goa Tourism, and helping us expand this race. So 1,450 people from 33 countries. So what this means for the state is there is a lot more people coming in, getting to experience Goa. So the entire platform of sports tourism gets boosted with this event, and we're very happy to be growing the event year on year. In addition to getting all the participants, we are also very happy that on the occasion of the 75th year of Indian independence, IOSCA, we have launched an initiative of Indian servicemen in Ironman. So what we have done is we are working with the various, be it the Army, the Navy, and all the IPS officers, IAS officers. We are mentoring them, training them, and doing a lot of work pro bono in getting at least 75 servicemen on the start line this Sunday. So that's our way of thanking servicemen for their effort and sacrifice which we are there doing. So that's an initiative we're very proud of, and thank you once again to all the people who've been supporting us. We're also working on the Women in Sport initiative, wherein we want to increase the number of women participating in the sport. So we will be having about 20 all-women relay teams. So that's another thing which we've been doing, which will continue to grow over the years. In addition to all the campaigns and initiatives, I can't thank enough for the community who have been very patient, where we had a bit of a break between the first edition and this edition. The entire community has been very supportive, and we are very happy to welcome all of them once again for the race. In addition to the race, like Nandini was mentioning, we have Iron Kids. Now, Iron Kids is a race which happens, in this case, it's happening on a Saturday. So that's open for people 6 years to 16 years. The whole intent here is to help build healthy habits as a foundation for kids at a young age. It's a run-only event, and depending upon different age groups, we have 6 to 16-year-olds running either a 1 kilometer, a 2 kilometer, or a 3 kilometer race. So we're very excited about that, to launch that first time in Goa, and over the years we hope to add similar Iron Kids races in other cities in India. Coming back, the main race is the Ironman 70.3 Goa on 13th of November, and we are very excited to be here, and once again thank you for taking the time in terms of the media. Also want to thank all the partners and sponsors who made this possible for us. Thank you very much again.
Deepak, also could you highlight, as the race director, there are some changes in the cycling route particularly, which actually made it possible for you to increase the number of participations. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so last year when we had 1,000 people, I think there were more than 1,000 people wanting to do the race, and we could not, to make sure that the race, the safety of the participants, and for the executions and the operations, there was a limitation of how many people could do a race. And it all came down to the number of laps in a bike course. As you know, the distances, the swimming is 1.9 kilometers, the cycling is 90 kilometers, the running is 21.1. So the cycling of 90 kilometers was 3 loops of 30 kilometers each. So working closely with the state government of Goa, in particular the traffic and the police, for us to be able to expand that route to make it 45 kilometers. So now it's going to be a 45-kilometer loop, which the participants will traverse twice. So by making that, we were able to increase our course capacity from 1,000 to 1,000. I think at max it was 1,100 last time. This time around, we have 1,450 participants, but actually the course capacity is much closer to 1,600 to 1,800 if necessary in future years.
Fantastic, and I really hope this only grows more and more. Now I call upon Jeff to share his thoughts about the India market. Tell us what you foresee for India and Ironman here.
Well, good afternoon, and thanks for joining us here, and obviously very exciting to be back here in India with Ironman after a 3-year hiatus since the inaugural event. And it's just a very emotional return, I think, for not only the race organizers and all the folks who are supporting the event, and fantastic for tourism to begin its recovery here. But at the same time, I think it's really exciting to see what's happened in that 3-year period in terms of the development of athletes from India, and very exciting to see these athletes now traveling all over the world, qualifying for our World Championship events, and really showcasing their great passion for Ironman as they represent India everywhere. And it's really been a fantastic transformation, and a very quick transformation. I think as we look at the long-term future here in India with Ironman and Ironman events, it's truly open-ended. There's so much possibility here, and we as a company are very excited about what that future holds, and looking forward really to seeing the development of athletes from India grow outward everywhere. Further to that, I think it's also just great to see. Initially, of course, we saw in the video that we had, for the most part, in the inaugural edition of Ironman 70.3 Goa, we had primarily athletes from India and some foreign visitors. That's expanded greatly with representation from, I think, 33 countries. And being able to showcase this place to the rest of the world with sporting event and sports tourism is an incredible opportunity, and something that we're really excited to develop and grow. And I think getting people here and seeing what's offered, and the hospitality and the great support of the community and the volunteers is an incredible thing, and really looking forward to Sunday in that respect.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jeff. In fact, we're going to have over 700 volunteers who are going to be helping in ensuring the event goes on smoothly on Sunday. Now I request Uday to please share his thoughts.
Thank you, Nandini. I think Jeff said it right. And Nandini said about 700 volunteers supporting this event. That's amazing. The size of events that's happening. I would once again like to thank the entire media over here for accommodating this odd hour. I was not aware about this odd hour. But let me tell you, our perspective on this event. First of all, from our side, it's an absolute pleasure for us to get associated with the Ironman team. At Herbalife, we strive for high-quality, science-backed nutrition. And it's just not about the products; it's about people behind the products, the high standards that we set, and our inspiring results that our associates strive for. And when I talk about people behind the products, we have more than 300 scientists and 50 PhDs who help in our product development process. And we are committed to advanced nutrition science. Our product development process is guided by Herbalife Nutrition Scientific Leadership, which comprises of nutrition advisory boards and professionals in the field of health and nutrition around the world. When I talk about high standards, we are committed to set high standards in the way nutrition companies are measured. We have dramatically increased our research and development expenditure so that the customer can get best of the best product. Our facilities around the world and in India, they benefit from the latest technology and amongst the most advanced around the world. Our Herbalife 24 line of products, essentially the sports nutrition line, they are rigorously tested for quality. These products are also free from all banned substances as defined by World's Anti-Doping Agency, that is WADA. When I talk about inspiring results by our associates, they have a huge transformative power in the lives of people. They often, by their own results, inspiring results that they get by use of our products, the education they get from our experts, and the support they get from our coaches, from their own coaches, right? So that's what we strive when we talk about products. It's not only our products, it's the results that we strive for. We have, what we are very excited is our partnerships with teams and athletes around the world. We share our knowledge and expertise so that they can achieve their best. Some of the exciting athletes and team, they trust on Herbalife brand. They are our brand ambassadors. In fact, many of them, they benefit from our experts. They consume our products as part of their nutrition program and to fuel their performance. And Herbalife is not only about sports nutrition, right? We are committed to help community at large to adopt a healthy and active lifestyle through a wide range of products. The products in the category of weight management, in targeted nutrition and sports nutrition. What we believe is sports and fitness go hand in hand, and that's where our partnership with Ironman makes it very, very special. Before I end, I would like to congratulate each and every athlete for their participation in this endurance sport. And they are just an inspiration for all of us, right? So with this, thank you, Nandini, for giving this opportunity, and thanks again, once again, for everyone out there.
Thank you so much, Uday. It is indeed a very valuable association with Yoska and Ironman India. Ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the Minister of Tourism to join us for the unveiling, I call upon media questions for the gentleman on stage.
I'm Frankie here from Gomantak Times, digital edition. My question is to Deepak Raj, Yoska. This is the only question I have. Is there any understanding between you and the Goa government to make this a permanent feature? Any MOU has been signed in this regard?
Yes, I think we wouldn't be here if not for the support. But to answer your question, which is only one question, but yeah, short answer, yes, we have a multi-year MOU and the partnership for this event to stay here, right? So this event is an annual event.
Is this
It has always been our intent to make this event an annual event. It is an annual event. We have a multi-year understanding of creating even additional events in Goa. So without maybe specifically going into the words, if I may.
so I can write in my story that this is a permanent event?
This is an annual event which happens in Goa. So the permanent is a perpetuity thing. I can't vouch for it, so can Jeff. But that's how it works everywhere, not just in Goa, not just in India. I'm happy for Jeff to correct me or to say anything more.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Frankie, for that question. In fact, Deepak, I must tell you, I was conversing with some of our media friends before this press conference started. You've initiated women in sports, you've called on relay teams, you've initiated servicemen to take part. I've been told that there are a lot of endurance athletes among media. So maybe we should have a relay team representing Goan media. What say?
Absolutely, and it starts with you because I think this is a conversation we had in 2019. For people who don't know, or maybe people who know Nandini, she is an excellent swimmer, national level swimmer, done a lot. But if we can get relay teams from the media, that brings us to an exciting part of the thing, right? We have 137 relay teams. We're talking about 137 into 3, right? Which means suddenly there are people just doing something else, doing the cycling and the running. And we know in future events, these people are going to do the entire event on their own, which means they will do a relay now, they get a taste of it, they like that, they're going to train and then come back and do the swim, the cycle and the run together as an individual.
Right, fantastic. Yes, please go ahead.
दीपक जी, अब तक 2 साल के बाद वापस गोवा में आयरमैन होने जा रहा है, तो ये इवेंट सक्सेस करने के लिए कितना चैलेंजिंग है ऐसा आपको लगता है?
I think we primarily had to wait until not the market, people were there. The endurance community, I mean, let me take that opportunity to thank the endurance community who were very patient for the event to come back. They've been supporting us not just from 2019. The first event had happened in 2019, but the community has been supporting us and Yoska, at least from what I can say, 2013 onwards. Took a number of years to bring the event. The challenges, I think from a support perspective and government, they did not face any challenges. Right? We had to explain in 2019 what does it take to do the event. They understood, they supported us. This time, it was just a matter of letting them know that how we want to grow the event. So there were no challenges there. When it comes to getting the people excited, we didn't have to do much, but we continue to engage with the community. Partners, we had to work. I wouldn't say it's a challenge. First time in 2019, people were not too sure we can pull off an event of Ironman out here. So a number of partners, commercial partners wanted to see the first event. Once we did that, I think on that front, we got partners this time around. You will see Herbalife, Goa Tourism, South Foods, Policy Bazaar, Delivery, T10, Red Bull, everybody out there with us.
One more is army people and navy people are also involved in this Ironman, no? So उनका कितना महत्व रखते हैं अब तक कितना लोगों ने रजिस्टर किया है कितना कंफर्म हुआ?
So our campaign was 75th year of independence. I'm sitting here, but the team behind me in terms of Yaska, what we wanted to do as a team, take a pledge to say we will get 75 people, at least 75 people from the servicemen on the start line on the race. And this 75 could be 25 relay teams of 3 each, it could be individuals. And I'm very happy to say that we've crossed that limit of 75. And this is the Indian Army, the Navy, Border Security Force, Anti-Terrorist Squad, National Disaster Recovery Force. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, but Coast Guards, IPS, IAS, IRS, you name it. So we have close to 100 people on that one.
Deepak, hold that thought. We are actually now joined by the Honorable Minister for Tourism. It's my honor and great privilege to welcome Shri Rohan Kaunte, sir, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Information Technology, Printing and Stationery. Thank you so very much, sir, for joining us today. Thank you, Rohan sir, for joining us today. In fact, we were just talking about how big a support the tourism department has been for Ironman 70.3 Goa. Sir, I request you to kindly share a few words.
Hi, good evening. I think Ironman 70.3 is already been. Shall I adjust? Can I? Yes. Thank you. Good evening to all my friends from the electronic media and the press. I'm here along with the Ironman 70.3, the event which is slated to be on in November, on 30th of November. Normally when we think about Goa, it's always the thought about being a beach capital, the sun, sand and sea concept. We are a tourism state and all we think about is holidaying in the right way. A lush green landscape overlooking the scintillating seas in the beach capital of India. We always come in as the most preferred and the biggest tourism destinations. Today, I'm overjoyed to welcome the Ironman group to our shows once again as they kick off the second edition of the Ironman 70.3 Goa race on the 13th of November 2022. The COVID pandemic has a lot of teachings in the past. The last 2 years, it has affected the tourism industry in Goa. When we were not able to even move out, the question of having tourism activities never arose. Now having our borders open, it is truly amazing to have a globally recognized event hosted on our shores. It's my hope that this is just one of the many events to come, events that engrave Goa on the world map as a sports tourism destination. Coming away from the normal conventional thought of tourism, one of the verticals which we have kept as a priority is Goa being a sports tourism destination. and I'm happy that Ironman is on board today as we start our journey looking at another anchor of tourism. Team Yoska, who's been instrumental in organizing this, has been working tirelessly. I've seen them around to bring this level of global competition to our state and to encourage people of all ages, genders, nationalities, and to make the time to focus on these fitness goals. Their coaches have trained and mentored various athletes from across the state, including prominent government officials from the state of Goa. They have taken up initiatives like the Women in Sports and the Yoska's Indian Servicemen in Ironman initiatives. Such initiatives do not just build up the individuals directly benefiting from the program, but build up and inspire communities to come forth to take the time to lead a healthier life. Team Yoska has been utilizing key landmark areas in the state to provide the athletes with an improved and new experience. They have enhanced their race course and simultaneously showcased to the world that Goa is just not a beach paradise. Goa is also a budding global sports tourism destination. With such renowned event being hosted in the state, we will see an influx of participants and visitors from around the world. I would like to encourage all my guests who would come here as participants or as visitors to stay a little more longer past the rest day. Go soaking in the sun or traveling with your loved one, experiencing all that Goa has to offer for you. To all the athletes and everyone at Team Yoska, I would like to warmly welcome you all to our beloved state and wish each and every one of you a safe race. Thank you, Dev Varegal.
Thank you so much, Rohan sir. Yoska team has always said that you've been with them at every step of the way and backing them completely. So your support surely means a lot, and you've paved the way under your leadership for making other states follow your pursuit. So now I kindly request all the dignitaries to please unveil the Race Day T-shirt. Rohan sir, request you to please do the honors.
I have a question for the minister, please.
Sure.
You may choose not to answer also. No problem. My name is Frankie. I'm from Gomantak Times. There are 75 servicemen this year who are doing the Ironman. So I just wanted to ask you on a very light note, why don't we have one of the 40 MLAs doing the Ironman next year? Because I think it will give more boost to the tourism sector, since you are talking about Goa being a sports tourism destination. Thank you.
Frankie, that's a good question to a politician. But as a sportsman in my life, I would love to do what you have been talking about. As a politician, we already carry a lot of iron throughout the day, which we need to reply to the people, keeping our accountability to what we have promised. So each one has an agenda, but keeping our thoughts right. We like to work in a collaborative manner. Being a government, we can be facilitators. So when you think that you could have done this in your 20s, and hope that one day you will get back into this fitness of doing it maybe in the next 5 years, you still ambitiously want the place to be getting that sort of traction, being a sports destination, tourism destination. That's exactly, I think, like-minded individuals, my team, when we had a first meeting with Yoska, with Deepak and his team, and Anil, I think the first meeting itself, we felt that these are things which are required for Goa, these are events which are required for Goa. We wholeheartedly support such events, and with your support, and maybe in days to come, politicians like us, journalists like you, will find our ways to run through this Ironman and maybe be somewhere in this space. Thank you.
I've already done triathlons. I'm just not talking. Anyway, thank you very much for answering my question.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I have one. This is for Mr. Edwards.
Visit to India yesterday. So this is my initiation to Goa. So I appreciate the warm welcome I've received so far, and really looking forward to the excitement ahead.
That leads to the another question. You have been to many various Ironman competitions in Asia or around the world. How would you compare Goa as a venue? Is it easy, tough, difficult, weather? How would you rate Goa?
So I think I was thinking before when we were speaking about the sports tourism that obviously we as a global brand seek only the premier and sort of best destinations that we believe. Various agencies and government, we've really struck upon a gem of a destination, and it's really proven to be a force. I mentioned previously about the development of athletes here in India, and this has been at the heart of it. And we go into these relationships and partnerships with the expectation that these are very long-lived events in many, many places. And it's always our intention to say, we'd like to see what this event will be 20 years from now. And I can say that I've been a part of that. And so, I have a good feeling here, and in 24 quick hours, with my introduction here to the city and the community, it feels like a good long journey ahead.
Rohan sir, if I may, I have a question for you. Your thoughts on Goa Tourism coming on board as the sponsor for this event?
I think this question should go to Deepak.
We would like to get your thoughts as well,
See,
sir.
it's Ironman 70.3, and Goa has been, like Mr. Edward said, Goa has always been there as a preferred destination for tourism, all activities but sports. So it's been there in our vision document also to change the thought process. So when we have Ironman 70.3 coming in, which is well known throughout the world, having made his mark, made his brand, and you have athletes from various parts of the world and the country coming and participating in various forms, it's something that which we need to channelize and partner, collaborate and take things together. So I think this year Goa Ironman 70.3, where Goa gets a branding along with the Ironman and vice versa, was something which we needed to structure across to pass a message. Like globally, we are looking at sports, Goa being a sports sports destination also. So that's exactly what we wanted to carve in, and I think things have started. Years to come, I'm pretty sure the brand Ironman 70.3 with Goa, being termed that branded as Goa Ironman 70.3, we'll have a lot of things to go with. Goa has always been lucky for many people, and I think it's going to be great going for both of us, the state as far as tourism is concerned, and Ironman 70.3 for the event that they organize.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Deepak, if you want to add something?
I think the association was always there, but I think it just moved to a different level. If we have long-term ambitions of one staying in this state and making this a permanent fixture of what we can do. And secondly, it's about showcasing Goa, which we are starting to do. So once again, as Rohan sir said, we are very excited with the partnership. Going forward, we want to bring the, in future, whether it's the Asia Pac Championships and things, and grow the event from number of 1,450 to much larger. So this is just the beginning, and as Jeff also said, it's a great location. Ironman is a destination spot. People come here to also do the race, right? That's how at least we would like to start positioning it, and people are starting to see that.
Absolutely, and 33 countries participating is quite a remarkable achievement in the very second edition of this race. Just one more question, Deepak. This year you've also received a badge of honor from Fit India. They have also extended their support. Can you tell us what that means for this event?
No, it's a huge honor, and I'd like to take this opportunity of acknowledging that so PM Narendra Modi ji's Fit India movement is something which has been on we've been doing our best to promote health and fitness. So in addition to the race, we've been working with a lot of government departments all the way from state government of here Goa, which is the fire department, police department, the police academy across India. And we wanted to do, this is our humble contribution towards the Fit India movement. So as part of this, Ironman 70.3 Goa 2022 has been in a way inducted or been made as part of the Fit India movement. So that's something we're very proud of. In addition to honoring the servicemen, we also want to make sure that everyone across India develops a healthy lifestyle, and we have this as a vehicle to pass on that message.
Superb. Thank you so much. I think we've come to the end of this